Just because this guy's an awesome bee remover doesn't mean that you have to be one too. Just because he's working in my home doesn't mean that you get to work in yours. Wait, that didn't sound right. Shoot!
Welcome back, everybody, to another great season of honeybee removals with Yappy Beeman. Guess what, man? It's 2019. Things are starting to bloom. The sun has finally come out. It has rained and rained and rained, and I probably have complained about rain in my last couple of videos, but I am so thankful right now to actually have a day where I can partially see the sun. We have got things are just exploding with blooms. We've got nectar coming in like crazy. And guess what we're doing today? It's our first bee removal of 2019. Now, I know, I'm a little bit behind the game. So far, JP the Bee Man's got one, 628 Dirt Rooster. He got to keep the crown this year for having the actual first of the season. And Jeff Horchoff, aka Mr. Ed, is I think he's 3 or 4 up on us on the swarm game. We're just now barely even getting going in the season. Look forward to some great videos coming up this year. Let's go over here and look at these bees. There they are. We got bees. Got a phone call a few days ago from a friend of mine that I work with, and he was out here doing some landscape work, and come around the corner with a backpack blower. Man, bees lit him up. One of the questions I always ask is, how long were the bees there? As bee removers, we always get this answer. No, we just noticed them yesterday. Sometimes people know, well, yeah, I think I remember seeing them last year. In this scenario, it would be real easy to understand that we've got a huge hive and nobody's seen them because the shrubs, which I found out, were actually just trimmed about 3 weeks ago. So there was more cover in that corner and people just didn't see bees coming and going. So why don't we take a walk, go in the house, and I'll show you a few things that we've looked at already. All right, guys, so here's the inside of where we're looking at off of that outside corner, okay? I've already drilled a hole, and I can see bees right there. But if I come back up just a little ways to that hole, I can't see anything. We're still going to go through here and probably do our removal. But I want to take you guys upstairs. We're going to look at the floor options, and I'll give you a couple of reasons why I didn't go that direction, okay? Look at that. Can you see that? Boom. There's our bees. Okay, they're right there. So basically, this whole corner right here is our beehive. Let's take a look up in here, see what we see. We see some bees. I'm going to have to do something with this board. I'm hoping that they didn't drive nails through the top coming down in through it, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure they probably did. The reason I chose to go through there and not to go through the floor is that having to re-brace that corner, you've got, a couple inches right there that you would have to build that corner out for them to be able to fix the floor and be able to support that corner and not have any issues later. So that was one of the reasons why I went through the direction that I went through. Now, you have to have a basic understanding of construction and know what you can and can't do to attempt to do something like what I am, as well as having some good people behind you to come in and do repairs, which on this job I'm not doing the repairs because it involves drywall. There's still going to be some construction issues that are involved with this. There's supports for the drywall that kind of come up vertically that I have to be very careful and not mess with that because that'll just cost my customers some more money in repairs. So whenever I get involved in any of this, I always look at what I'm taking apart versus what it's going to take to fix it after I leave. How'd you like that? Took and cut that piece of comb. We had half of it that we already had down. We were going for the second half. Pulled it out. I just happened to look on the back side, and bam, there she is. How about that? There she is. Alright, so it's all downhill from here. I'm just going to set her off to the side right now, and I'm going back to vacuuming like a madman. Let's get this job done, alright? Alright, now I absolutely love my Colorado bee vac. I don't know if you can see that or not. Man, that is a lot of flipping bees. I will say there's every bit of 2 pounds. JP would argue with me. But they've been hanging out in the Colorado bee vac now for, 30 minutes. And whenever you shut your vac off, here's a little tip, guys. I don't care what vac you're using. Whenever you shut your vac off, open that thing up and let the bees get air. Okay, don't ever leave your bees in a like the 5-gallon bucket types or whatever. You always keep the air flowing. If you shut that vac off, you better make sure that you open them up because they will overheat very quickly. Okay.